You got my attention, but you won't talk. You stop my ascension, babe, with your evil walk. You confess to your priest, baby. Now confess to me. You make me so damn desperate, babe, but I won't leave.
I'm Adam. Today I'm joined by Jen, back after a little break, and also Akkira is joining us again. As from last show, you're here with Ina.
That's right.
Playing a little guitar.
Yeah.
And now we're back to talk to just you.
That's right.
And the Akkira Nation, which I have not forgotten, and I will not get over.
All of us together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this nation.
How are you, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It was fun having you last time for a little bit, and now we got a full hour now.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, when did you start playing music?
When did I start playing music? Jumping right into it.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't mess around. Just right in there.
I started playing music like so long ago. Like I feel like I started playing before I could even play an instrument.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was just
Pots and pans type of thing?
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Do you remember Connects? You remember the toy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at building them, so
Okay.
I just turned it into a drum set.
Oh.
Wow.
So I just I was on the drums kind of like first.
Okay.
Making,
Music
like-
is just in you.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and then that graduated into like, I remember I got a guitar for Christmas because I was a huge fan of
Nice.
Uncle Jesse and like old school
wow,
rockers.
yes.
So yeah,
That's awesome. I like that you're even able to admit that.
I feel like that's a good thing. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
absolutely.
I'm proud of that. I'm
Uncle
proud of my
Jesse.
Uncle Jesse influence.
If somebody ever says,
in the Rippers.
what's an Uncle Jesse, then they don't need to be part of your life.
Right.
I'd be like,
That's
get
true.
out of
Yeah.
here. What?
Out.
That's funny. So actually so I like wanted the guitar, but I didn't know how to play it. So I just threw it in the closet. And then like just a couple years later, I found it and just like taught myself how to play it because I was super into like the music I was listening to. I was just so into it. I wanted to learn
Okay.
like how to make music.
What was kind of some of the first music that was like influential that sticks out?
Like doo-wop,
Doo-wop.
50s and
that's
60s.
cool.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love doo-wop.
Like where I'm from, because I'm from like East Coast Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And like, I just remember staying at my grandma's house and like having like the oldies on, and just like being obsessed with music at such a young age. You
Yeah.
know, just loving that stuff.
Yeah, I grew up kind of in this little bubble that I couldn't listen to secular music for a long time. So
Oh, cool.
oldies was all I was listening to.
Yeah.
Up until maybe 7th grade or something.
Uh-huh.
But it became a game between me and my friends. Like within the first 2 notes, which song is it? Like whoever names the song first would just
Yeah.
I got it. Frankie Valli or,
Yeah,
or
heck
whatever.
yeah.
That was one of my first concerts. Was Frankie Valli.
Was it?
Really?
Yeah. My parents
sick.
were very big into like that kind of music and everything. So.
Did
I
you
saw-
hate it?
No, I loved
You
it.
loved it?
I loved it. I like seriously. I'll go back and just listen to oldies all the time. I hardly listen
Yeah.
to anything new necessarily.
Yeah.
I still like some of the new stuff,
Uh-huh.
but doo-wop and like that whole generation, or like 60s, 70s.
Just has
that's
that vibe.
all my favorite music. Like
Yeah.
it really is. I went to Eric Clapton for one of my first
Nice.
concerts, and Elton
That's what's
John.
up.
Like it was just really
Yeah.
exciting, and like I don't know, there's something about
Epic.
it that they're more connected to the music. I feel like it's a little bit
Than
more
artists
meaningful
now?
than artists now. And
Yeah.
if you're inspired by that, I think that's awesome.
I'm inspired by like a lot of random things in my music. It's funny, like
that's good.
Yeah, a lot of music inspires me, but a lot of like non-musical elements in life inspire me to do like what I do.
Okay.
So I never know where it's really gonna take me. You know, like what other kind of things I might do.
Can you give an example of like what other non-musical things kind of inspire you? Because I mean,
I'm
I
almost,
don't
like,
necessarily get it.
embarrassed.
No, that's perfect.
It's like
a sunset on an autumn day, that kind of thing.
no, because everyone knows me like as a musician, basically, like everyone. But so when I think of doing other things, it's kind of weird. But I'm like super passionate about not politics at all.
Okay.
But the idea of like starting a community and taking care of a community,
Okay.
like, you know, like
Like a cult.
Social service.
like mayor, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like people that really help the community and build homes for
Okay.
homeless people and put people in
People that
shelters.
actually care versus making it a career.
Yeah, I'm like really into like putting in like work
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
and stuff. So
That's
like
nice.
that's one thing I really want to get into
Just being an activist
more is
kind of thing.
doing
Okay.
stuff like that, like charity, activist stuff, like anything like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're actually doing a charity thing tomorrow, even.
We are doing a charity thing
Oh,
tomorrow.
sweet.
For her roller
For
derby
the
team.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 3.5 years now.
Okay.
When I first started, I didn't know how to skate at all. And
It's called Bambi.
they called me Bambi. I
'Cause
fell
Bambi on
every
the ice.
my
just,
God.
Yeah.
Ice is. Ugh.
But I stuck with it.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
no, totally fine. I just stuck with it, and it became one of my passions. And you know, I'm not a musical person. I'm not an artistic person, but I can skate. So there you go.
That's so
There's
dope.
my passion.
That's so dope.
Can you skate at all?
Did you guys see that? Or
See
am
what?
I the only one that just saw that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
I think you guys put something in the whiskey.
Yep.
Probably did.
I feel
You
like.
can't trust him.
What was it? What was the question?
Yeah, no. Have you ever roller skated or rollerbladed or seen ghosts?
Rollerblading, yes. I was like,
Okay.
I went every Friday.
Yeah.
I could rollerblade when I was
To-
younger.
yeah.
And I could rollerblade before I started roller skating. It's just those
Yeah.
4 wheels, man. I really had to like figure that out.
Really? Yeah, it's
way
I feel
different.
like you go a lot faster because you have like more wheels
And you have the same amount of
It's
wheels.
the same amount of wheels, it's just
in a
inline
different
versus.
way.
Yeah.
Same amount of wheels, but in a different position.
Yeah.
So it's kind
Yeah.
of like propelling you a little more. Is that true?
I think
Kind of
so.
Not really. I mean,
Makes sense to me.
I'm really fast now when I roller skate. That just came with practice. Rollerblading though, you can kind of like cut more. Like it
Right.
seems like
Yes.
like it,
Right.
I don't know. It's edgier. Like it just
Huh.
a little different.
Glenlivet
That's where it went.
Am I seeing 2 of those now?
That's a Jameson.
Studio
Oh.
Juice
So
right
Whiskey and
here.
scotch. Come on, Jen.
You know, I'm drinking cider over here. That's where I'm at.
Stella Artois cider, nice.
You know, the hard stuff.
Yeah.
That is hard to drink.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a whiskey man, though. You like the whiskey? Like,
I guess I can't drink beer. It kills my stomach.
does
Like,
it? All beers? Or this kind of beers?
like all
Yeah, cider
beer
kills
now.
everybody's stomach. I know.
I don't know why. It's just I've been like that my whole life. Like I have to eat kind of clean most of the time, or
Okay.
else my body just like doesn't want it. So when I get off an airplane, like, because you know how I don't know if you get the same way, but I get kind of airsick, and then when I get off a plane, I can't eat, but I'm like starving. So I have to go to the grocery store,
Interesting.
and I'll get like spinach. I'll just like eat spinach
Okay.
for like a day,
Oh, wow.
and then I'll recover and just like feel better. So
That is not my experience when I go on a
weird.
plane.
No.
I hate flying.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but I also enjoy prepping to get on the plane.
You mean you like packing? That is
I like that too.
unusual. Oh, prepping.
Prepping to
I
get on
like
the
that
plane.
too. I like reading in men's magazines about traveling, packing. Put this in your suitcase.
Yeah.
All right, I will.
Well, if you fold it a certain
Checklist.
way, you
That
can
costs
fit more.
$1,000, but I'll do that.
Yeah, it's good to browse. Those things are interesting to browse on the
They're
planes.
cool.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, I get it. Prepping, drinking
prepping,
beforehand. I
yeah.
understand. I like that too.
Prepping's
I prep
cool.
every day of my
You're
life.
Right. It's
Yeah.
the excitement, but then I get real stoked, but then when I'm on the plane, I just like something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I threw up. The time before that, I threw up. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Is anything to do with the question of mortality about, am I dying this plane?
No,
Nothing
nothing
that
like
crazy?
that.
Okay.
It's all physical. That's
Oh.
why it sucks. I'm like, dude, I'm like stoked to be on this plane, but like I can't handle it.
Oh,
It
okay.
just sucks. Yeah. It's
Interesting.
annoying.
Do you have any of that outside of flying on planes? These thoughts of what is this all about? Does that inspire any kind of? Does that? Come
Oh
in
yeah, I'm
music?
obsessed with that stuff.
Yeah?
Like the meaning of life and stuff. I think the last thing I thought of
Yeah.
about before I came here. Yeah.
All right.
What is all this? Yeah.
In your best estimation, what do you have you figured it out? What's the closest you've come to figuring out what this meaning is?
Oh, wow, these are deep questions.
Yeah. What kind of stuff you talk about at a bar?
I don't know if I should go on the
That's
record
true.
with
Why
what I
not?
think.
Oh.
It's crazy.
We're all ears.
It's interesting. It's an interesting question. Where do we come from? I think that our history, first off, isn't in the history book in school.
Okay.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's accurate.
All right.
Exactly accurate. I think that there's a lot of things that have happened that have just like been blown over and forgotten about. Not forgotten about, but in the public. Because if you think about it, like, think of like drama that happens at high school or somewhere weird. It's like, that only lasts for so long, then you forget about it. So in the scheme of hundreds of years, they're able to make the public forget about a lot of things. So, but the government and people, not the government, but people of power, I think, you know, have a lot of knowledge on what's really happening, and we're not being used as pawns, but like,
But we kind
we're
of
just
are.
being kept in motion.
Okay.
Kind of like ants, you know, like just keep doing what, you know,
Right,
keep
yeah.
fueling while
Right.
we figure this out or scheme this up. I'm not sure, or get to Mars real quick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure you can feel, even in the time that we've been alive, the shift in just kind of like perception and the way that people think and the way that we've been connected.
Yeah.
And the way the internet has connected us recently
That's true.
makes me realize that jumping to another planet really is not that big of a deal.
No. I'm sure.
If there are
possible.
planets,
Oh, interesting.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
If outer space and everything is like,
Wait, hold on. So those
proven to
moons
be.
and stars I see, are they just like figments of my imagination?
It's a crazy.
I don't
special
know.
wallpaper.
It's crazy to me that there's like infinite stars and there's like infinite amount of like people and souls. I sometimes think that's like connected.
It's a weird thing to try to understand.
Like each one of us have like someone wearing a VR headset on a star,
Okay.
right? Each one of us has our own person on a star controlling.
Okay.
That's not what I think.
Am
but
I
that's,
about to
No.
wake up from the Matrix or something? Is
It's
that...
Matrix C. I've heard this kind of
Yeah,
thing. I think I don't think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, but somebody. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about somebody else, thinking that it's possible that we are all just a computer simulation, but we wouldn't know it, type of thing.
well, you would never know.
Yeah.
And it's because of all the DNA that's been turned off inside your body. Like, it's proven over and over again, like all the different genes and things that we use inside our body to trigger different emotions and do things.
Yeah.
We're only using like 10, 15% of them.
Yeah.
And especially with your brain too, you're only using 10, 15% of your brain. So it leaves you to wonder, like, if you could put more energy or information into that. Would
See,
it work
I've heard that. I've
differently?
also heard it explained that people say that only 10% of the brain because that's as much as we figured out at this point of what
True.
the brain actually works.
True.
So maybe we don't understand the entirety of the brain, so we don't know how much we're actually using out of it. But 10% we get, and that part we know that is being used.
I think that's generous, actually, for
It's
some,
kind of a
of
lot.
us.
Yeah. For some people,
We're not
we're
even
in
using the 10% we get.
I doubt I'm at 10%.
Yeah.
I think that's very generous. Thank you.
But that goes back to the thing that you were saying earlier. I think part of this whole, if we are being kind of kept and shaded away from certain truths in history and whatnot, for a lot of people, that's probably for the best.
Oh, it is.
'Cause
Definitely. Well, how can everybody know what's going on, too? Like, I think there's probably, I've always said maybe like 3 people in this whole world that know what's going on, like politically. Like,
Yeah.
they really are in the loop. And obviously, you can't have millions of people in on the loop and have a great decision come about here. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, we do need to be kept in the dark. There does need to be certain stuff that the public doesn't know. And you just kind of put faith in those people that do know what's going on to not be like total scumbags and screw us all over.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
scary
true.
because
Yeah.
some of the people like in charge you might not have all that much faith in, but you just have to because, I mean, I know like my next door neighbor, I wouldn't want like knowing all the information in the world because
Right.
that idiot can't do anything. Like, you know, there's certain people in my life I would never want in charge of anything. Please keep them in the dark for as long as possible.
But also think of it this way. Think of how many strong and vehement opinions people have about like the Voice contestants who won the Voice. And people coming like, they're just coming in with these very discussions. Now put that towards things that actually matter. There's going to be everyone's going to have a goddamn opinion that's not going to mean shit.
Well, and everybody's like upbringing is different. Everybody's perspective is different. So it's like whatever they feel is important, it might just be important to them.
Right.
It's not like important to make like world decisions here.
And it's probably pretty important to you know, make sure that things like that are out in the public as much as possible, like movies. But a lot of my friends tell me that they think that movies are just setups for things that are supposed to happen, and they're just trying to get your brain like used to this idea that it's possible, and oh yeah, like this is what my friends talk about when we're making music, right? So they'll show me these videos and they're just crazy, like you know, like I almost lost my train of thought. There's so many different things. Like, I'm like, which one? So
I love to hear
it's
these
just
stories.
like, you know, like with the controlling the weather. So they'll make a movie like Doomsday, like, oh, this, and this could happen. But really, like, tornadoes and earthquakes and everything at the same time, like, that's not going to happen.
There's a movie coming out this summer, I think. It's called Geostorm.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
Coming out this summer.
They keep making, they keep making crazier ones. And so if they can control the weather, then they just put the movie out and then control it a few years later, and then you think that it's just a natural occurrence.
Interesting.
Have you guys ever seen Wag the Dog?
Yes, loved it.
That's what this is all reminding me
Yeah.
of, where
Really?
it's like they kind of...
What's that?
They,
It's Dustin Hoffman.
yes, and
Robert De Niro?
And they're in charge of like the media almost. And they
Okay.
make this whole production where it looks like
it's
we're at
brilliant.
war with some country, but really we're not. They have like this pathetic looking child like run towards like...
That's propaganda. Just
Oh yeah, and it just showed how you could make people believe something's happening just by use of like, you know, images and BS.
Social media is scaring the crap out of me because when you go on Twitter and you're looking at your news now, I'm just like, we're one blurry image away from like the aliens are invading.
Yeah.
Everyone go into this tunnel and hide because these aliens are It's just like they could make up so many things and fake it and scare us into anything.
And that's the problem too. It's
You know
like
what I mean?
social media is great because it opened us up to like everybody's opinion, but then again, it opened us up to a lot of whack jobs' opinion too.
Yeah.
So now we don't even believe, like, you could tell me I don't know, like we're gonna be attacked tomorrow, and I'll be like, yeah, right. Like I'm gonna keep scrolling here, like some whack job, and then it could really happen, and I'd be totally shocked.
Yeah, then it's like the
even though I
boy
was
cried
warned.
wolf.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
like,
I think back in the day, there was this thing, the War of the Worlds was not R. Martin. God damn it,
Tom
Orwell.
Cruise?
Thank you.
But Tom Cruise is the movie, right?
Yeah, Tom Cruise is the movie. But basically, what it was is
Orson Welles?
or maybe that sounds right.
Okay.
These people put on a radio production about people being attacked
That's right.
by aliens.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
people
the same
believed
thing,
it,
right?
But that was back in the time
Way
before where it was just radio, and
It's crazy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put out a broadcast that
Protect ourselves,
says
I guess.
Akkira has the #1 album in the world. And I'm just gonna keep posting that on Facebook over and over and over.
absolutely,
Till everyone believes it
right.
and makes it true.
You can make it
Well,
happen.
and see, when that
For sure.
happened, people only had one source
Right.
of information, and that was from the radio. They'd all sit around and listen to the radio and take what it had to say. And now you go on social media and things are so photoshopped, you don't even believe anything you see. You don't believe anything you hear because it's like playing telephone all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like that can't even probably happen anymore because, in a way, because one, I don't even watch TV anymore. I stream.
Well,
I stream The Office most of the time.
What's
Like,
really scary is we're attached to our cell phones 20, 25
That
years
is
from
true.
now. We're going to have contact lenses on our eyes or whatever it
Yeah.
is. I mean, we can laugh now, but
oh yeah.
like
Oh.
we would have laughed 25 years
That's
ago if
true.
you said we were going to be tippity tapping on a phone and FaceTiming each other. It's like,
Right.
it's like,
Whatever.
yeah, maybe in 100 years. It's like, no, we're going
Somebody's
to.
watching too much Star Trek.
Yeah, so
To like the
augment-
brain cancer scare of like all these cell phones too. Like all of a sudden that went out the window.
That's what they're gonna
Nobody
do.
talks about it. And I'm like, are we
Yeah.
all getting brain cancer? They're just gonna wipe us out.
Oh, yeah.
We're on our phone now and like we forgot about.
They'll
the
probably
danger.
just come out with the contacts and tell us that the phones were giving us cancer.
Oh, that's how they're gonna sell it to us.
And then now you're in augmented reality. Now everything is like Snapchat on your eyes.
Right.
You know,
Right,
where
there you go.
you know, you're looking at a 70-year-old man and he's like 15-year-old kid on the screen. It's like
Right.
you won't know what's happening.
You're
It's
going,
gonna
that
be
guy's a little bit
crazy.
ugly. Boop, boop, bunny ears. Now he's
Well, then I
adorable.
won't need as
I'll
much
be on
of
tour.
this anymore. So
I'll be on tour for like 200 years straight. I'll just be like
Yeah.
virtual touring. You
Right.
know
Oh,
what I
there you
mean?
go.
Like
Ooh, that's
hologram.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could take the music industry to a whole new thing.
Oh yeah, I mean the music industry. I've been saying this for the last like week because I did
The last week.
No, literally, because I feel like this week has something about it.
Felt like years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I did a thing like 2 nights ago, and they were asking me like, what's like some things about the music industry like that people don't know and stuff like that, and I was like, people don't know how people make money anymore. They don't understand the music industry isn't like the music industry anymore. It's just like there's music in the background to the Netflix films and to the selfies and to all the things, but recording a record and like being faceless and just plopping it out, like you can do that on SoundCloud. You can do that with a lot of work. You got to be really talented and really, you have to start a social media empire first.
A nation, would you say?
A social media empire.
Yeah, no, like a media nation.
You have to start your own nation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I started Akkira Nation. Literally, I was like, I have to do this for like a year or two before I even drop my album. Even though I know it's dope and I know that I want to release it. I've been sitting on it for a couple of years now.
There's a lot of promoting that has to go on now.
That's
like you have to have a name before you can have like a name in a way.
Right. Well, I don't see it as promoting. You're right though, but I see it as like, it has to like grow, you know, because no one wants like something to just, I feel like for what I'm doing, since I want it to have longevity, it has to have like a beginning, a middle, and an end, which is cool because I just announced this week too, because I told you I'm going to be dropping an album. Yeah. But I'm actually going to be dropping 3 albums.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
it's cool. So it's going to be part of a trilogy.
Okay.
So I was like, screw it. I have so many songs. I'm going to put one out and then a couple months later, whatever, another one and then another one. Okay. So I'm going to plop them all out and put all the music out there because I feel like it's just really important to get it all out, you know?
I think it's also very important with the current Netflix age of people that just want to binge watch. I don't want to wait a week for the next episode.
This is something I'm learning, and I was just listening to something about that like on YouTube this morning. They were talking about the owner of Supreme clothing brand. He was talking about how we're in a Netflix day and age, and like with the clothing line and brands and stuff are the same way. Where like you gotta drop like the whole catalog first and just get people something to jump into. Yeah. Because there is no commercial or waiting. Yeah. If you wait, you're gone. You've been forgotten.
Yeah. That's true. You see so many people that have just bad timing now with stuff, and it's like, what is the right timing though? But it is just like you have to instantly be boom, 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 and in people's faces, like and really there, and you can't. Nobody wants to wait anymore. Yeah. Like Walking Dead, I love that show, but I've waited so long for the next season that I just don't even like. I'm not as excited. I don't even care like when it comes out. I'm just like, it's there now.
Have you seen any new episodes yet?
Yeah. No, because I just don't even.
I'm gonna wait so I can binge them all.
Yeah.
Pretty much, dude. Because now I'm on Stranger Things, and they keep all to me. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Like it's sad because the industry has changed a lot. Where I mean, what used to work before doesn't work now because we do have that instant gratification, and I think we've all been like kind of lab rats in a way, where lab rats love instant gratification. Yeah. And now we've been fed that. Like we used to like it before, but now it's like
now you're addicted.
Possible. And now we're like, dude, instant gratification. I need to binge watch this, and then you get so depressed after though. Like after that week of binge watching, it's like, oh.
And you're over it.
And then you're over it. Yeah.
If it's not there for you when you need it, you're just
Walking Dead has not been there for me. I was like shooting that shit up like all the time, and then they cut me off, and I'm like, well, screw you guys. I'll just wait.
I was like that.
I'm just gonna wait.
I did that with Entourage.
Entourage,
wow.
Okay.
But like it ended years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched all of it like 2 years ago. Okay. And it ended and I was like, shit, like the movie came out like 4 years ago. It's over. It's done with. Like, I hate you now. Like I don't even like this show. Like, you know what I mean? I was so let down that it wouldn't continue.
That's
almost
an example.
like that's the new thing.
I missed the entire season, maybe last 2 seasons of Entourage, because I binge watched the first like maybe 3, and then I caught up, and then like, now what? And then the seasons came out, and I didn't watch them because I was like, it's too late.
That sucks. Yeah, too late. Family Guy's the only one that kept my attention.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's a huge catalog,
that's
too.
That's like 15 years later. I'm like, oh, there it is. Stop. What's so much?
But you can stop on Family Guy at any moment, and it's
that's
like,
the key.
That is the key. Where you don't have to watch the series up until now to watch the new one to understand what's going on. Like, you need to have episodes that are individual. Like that is the best way to probably
Well, it's
go about
less
it at times.
emotional, I guess, now that you bring it up. I guess your show's like very
Right, you're
intense,
that's
connected.
true.
That's a very good point.
I'm very connected to the characters. Like, who's really connected to the Family Guy people so much? I mean, you are, but you're not.
Well, I kind of enjoy Meg.
Whenever I think of Meg, I just think of the line, Meg, why do you have a condom on your head?
Try to do a Chris impression. I can't.
It was funny. A couple weeks ago, when I was playing roller derby, I hit my face really hard on the ground. I got this big,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
this big lump right here, and I was like, fuck, I look like Peter Griffin. Damn it, why do I have an ass on my face? Like, why have these
amazing.
balls here? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, he does have a ball face, yeah.
Right, but it's because I'm not emotionally connected to him either. I can make fun
Yeah,
of Peter Griffin. Who
exactly.
cares? He's
Actually, I saw him at the,
Fast
not him, somebody cosplayed.
Where? Was he here? In this bar?
No, at the LA Comic Con 2 weeks ago, there was somebody
You saw Peter
cosplayed.
Griffin?
dope.
Just he
You
was.
guys really don't live in
he had
reality
the
at that
shape
Comic
for
Con,
it.
do you?
It was Peter Griffin, guys.
was
This is
him.
Peter Griffin.
Wow, that's
Clearly.
No, it was like wow, because it was a real giant
Yeah.
life version. It's very
Yeah.
How big was he? Like 8 feet?
Yeah, no, maybe about 6 inches taller than I was.
Oh, okay.
And a lot wider.
So he's
So
like
he was
6'6"?
5'6". Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, shit, I guess. I don't know. How tall am I?
so he's 7 feet?
Yeah. He's yeah. It's interesting.
So,
Right. How'd we get here? It's a random accident tangent, everybody. That's,
Right?
that's
Cheers,
what happened.
It
everybody.
has been random.
Very,
Cheers,
very,
guys.
Love
very
it.
cheers, yes. That's what we do at the bars.
Do you cheer cider? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Why not?
Cheers anything that's not water.
when I have to, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
All right. This is close to it.
We'll Snapchat you guys real quick.
So, as far as the whole, hey, Akkira Nation.
What's up?
Wow. This is a video inside a video. Like
Yes.
That's right.
Inception.
That one was slower though.
That's
It was a
awesome.
slower video than this video because that's how Inception rules work.
Blown.
Didn't see the movie recently.
Yeah, no.
Inception, that was a hard one to understand.
That was.
Yeah, so
it still
if you-
fucks with me.
if you go inside
I
the
just think of
brain,
that spinning top.
Time
I'm
is
like,
slower,
Get it.
and then if you go inside that brain, time is even slower. So a year could pass, and
There
that's
is
only like a
nothing
month.
that
And
gets
then
Oh,
slower
shoot.
than this.
it was an interesting, trippy movie. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it too.
You have to watch it a couple times.
You do
I
have
think,
to watch
right?
it a couple times,
Yeah.
and I have not because it
Saw
took
it
me
once.
out.
I still have trouble believing that one of the guys that was in Inception is also Bane from Batman. Tom Hardy is the guy. Tom Hardy, he was one of the agents in Inception, but he was also, oh, yes, Bat.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same guy, just like, but he's like big
Please
and.
do that again.
Oh, wow.
No, not a chance.
Yeah, so bat.
Yes. Oh.
I am a bat.
Your impressions, they just make it for me sometimes.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Now I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh. It's a Sean Connery mixed the robot.
It
type
kind of is.
Yeah.
You watch Sean Connery mix with the robot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that immensely.
Akkira Nation.
Yeah. So
That's great.
back to the Netflix mind frame that you're releasing 3 albums
Yeah.
within a couple months of each other,
Yeah.
which is brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I didn't think of it. I just feel like it's the way that we're going. It's what we want. It's what I want.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like I dig up a lot of albums from old bands I like, and I wish they would continue. So any of those acts thought 20, 30 years ahead, and we're like, okay, we're going to give you music now, and we're going to give it to you like 30 years from now.
Okay.
Like Led Zeppelin did that, right? Or
Tupac.
I mean, Tupac's doing that, right?
Yeah.
Keeps doing it.
I saw him at
Crazy.
Coachella a few years ago. Tupac.
Oh yeah?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Hologram.
That's amazing. See,
hologram.
industry,
So
man.
like he's
Has-
playing music, you
Yeah,
know what I
he's-
mean?
yeah, he's still
With all
making
due
stuff.
respect, like they're bringing back the image and they're letting the music live.
Yeah.
You know, they're thinking about it, and I just think that's the way to think, because you have the potential to kind of like maybe live a lot longer than you think nowadays.
Yeah.
So if you build a strong, brand, you don't know really how long it could last and what it could do and how viral it could become in a great
true.
positive way, especially with music. And if you just keep it coming, because for me, music is daily. Like I have to create every day. So I'm just like, why don't I just put that stuff out? Like, why
Okay.
do I not? it's funny.
Stop being selfish with your music.
What's up?
Stop being selfish with your music. Give it
I
to
know.
us.
I've been so selfish, literally. It makes me sick because I'm like, dude, like you know it's good, but you have to let everyone else hear it.
You're depriving
you know what I mean?
everybody. It's so
Yeah.
selfish.
It's really because I had to find the right avenue to do it. I was kind of like waiting for the internet to settle, to be honest with you. Like,
It
was
the internet to settle.
okay. Hear me out.
I don't know.
When
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen now.
it will, because when internet came out, it was like free market almost. So all these apps, all these websites, and it took some time for everything to legitimize itself. And now it's like in these groups of like Facebook, Google, and they're all like integrated now. YouTube. So you know where to go, you know what's validated, you know that SoundCloud's a good place to release music.
Right.
Whereas back in the day, it was like, go on here, go on there, go on there, go on there. And I'm like, how can I can't handle like 50, I can't handle the mess of the industry. It was a messy industry because I was touring in a tour van, and then it was like, make music, release music. And then everything changed. It was like, okay, so you're telling me I should put it all for free here and then like, do nothing. Like I didn't understand what I wanted to do with it. And now that I have it set up to where like I know I can give it to people consistently and keep giving it quality, that's what's big for me, is the quality has to be there, because I work really hard on getting it a certain way. And if it comes out and it's all jacked up, it's such a waste.
It's kind of
And
nice.
it makes you look so stupid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, oh, like that's not the art I wanted to create anyways, and now you're judging me.
It's
off
kind of
that.
nice that they put, like, our generation has put it in like the musicians' hands to get their music out,
Right.
and we've taken it out of like all the producers and all the bullshit of like Hollywood and like the you know, all the editing and like, oh no, this isn't gonna work, you can't do this kind of thing. Like we've taken it away from those people who don't even have anything to do with the work. They just have to do with the producing of it. We've taken it out of their bullshit hands and we've put it in the musician's hands so he can give it to them, give it to the audience that he wants to give it to. He can give it to the people the way he wants it to be like shown. And
which
you know,
exposes a lot of artists, which is great.
right, exactly.
A lot of bullshit goes to the side. You know
Right.
what I mean?
I think that, like, the way we do things nowadays, yes, it does pose like a very difficult. I mean, it poses a lot of difficult things for you to like get your music out there, obviously. But it also makes it very pure for you to like be able to just be like, no, this is what I created. This is what I want it to sound like, and I'm doing it. Who the fuck cares? I don't need you to tell me that I can't say this word or do this, or I have to project my image in a certain way. No, you can be yourself, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least it's in your hands.
Can't say that on the show.
Oh, I guess Jen used the word we're not supposed to use.
What's that?
No.
What's
Did I
up?
say?
Did I say
See,
something?
That's that censoring crap I was talking about.
he's just fucking with us.
Because I said the SH word.
No, you can curse as much as you want. It's just he likes fucking with us. Just for the
said
sake of
that
doing
word.
it. And damn it.
That was such a maestro move.
It was-
I'm on a roll, and he just throws a wrench in, and
Yeah.
comes at me.
Where's
Can't
my
say that
camera
word, and I'm
person?
like,
Son of a. Ah, boy.
I did say the F word. Is that not okay?
No, we can,
Sleeping,
it's fine.
probably.
We're not regulated by the FCC here. We can do whatever we want.
Right, I was just saying how
No.
it's
Said
nice
that
not to be
word.
censored.
He's just fucking with us. Is all.
Damn it.
That bastard. But but back to what you were saying though. I think it's great that we can now have access to as much information and media and just creation as possible, because it has weeded out all of the bullshit.
Yeah.
The stuff that is not good is not going to be around anymore.
Yeah.
And like this is why Netflix and Hulu and Amazon have started striving, because the networks were just. They were fucking over the people that were trying to make their things.
Completely.
So
And
now,
when you're
hey,
watching, go ahead.
yeah,
sorry.
no, so now we have a good product. No, we're not gonna do that. Pass. Netflix does it. Oh shit. Now,
Right.
now
What are you gonna do?
everybody else has to like. They have a Stranger Things. We gotta have a Stranger Things.
The
So
artist
people have
has
to start
so
rising.
much more
Right.
like involvement now. Like you can do a podcast about anything and put it out there, and nobody cares.
Well, there's a niche now because you can connect to them. It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
whereas before it was like, maybe you're thinking, oh, in this section of LA, there's only this percentage of people that are going to come by the studio and see the show. But now it's like, dude, go on Facebook.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
millions of people waiting to watch
Yeah.
the
Put it
show.
out there.
Like,
Worldwide, man. Worldwide.
How many like TV shows and stuff have you seen recently that's just like done on like an iPhone or like really crappy footage, but it's
Yeah.
great material?
yeah.
But people are able to do that now because you know what? You reject me at the studio, I don't really care. I'll just do it myself and I'll put it out there,
Yep.
and somebody will pick it up.
Can I make a shameless plug?
Please do.
So there's this guy named Augusto Valverde,
Okay.
and he's like a world traveler, and he just did a show on his iPhone of traveling around the world.
yeah?
Well, it started on the phone, I think, but now they're using like dope cameras. But
See?
the whole first
Yeah.
season was him traveling to different places, and we met with him before when he was in production of the show, and one of the songs on my upcoming album is the theme song
Oh, nice.
to the whole show, and it's like working on getting like syndicated and stuff, and like it was all done on the phone. And
Yeah.
it's just
That's so
crazy.
cool.
Like, you know, his phone, my laptop with the song,
Yeah.
and boom, it's like in your home.
Yeah, but that just proves the point, though. The content is the important part.
Right.
If you have good stuff, people
Yeah.
are going to
If you're-
gravitate towards it.
In Egypt, yeah, and you're like, you know, a dude from LA, and you're in Egypt showing everyone what it's like that's dope.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, you know.
Yeah,
so.
but also meanwhile, if there's a different guy in Egypt just being like, "Hey, look at me," dude, and it's like being an idiot,
Yeah.
like nobody wants to watch that. Move along.
if you're over there.
Hey, this guy's cool. He knows what he's doing. So that's how your guy probably got picked up, and that's why he's got.
Even the
he's in
idiots
thing.
get picked up nowadays, though sometimes.
Yeah, but that's a flash in the pan.
that is true.
Yeah.
What's this for?
I don't know. It's protection from the aliens that are coming later. It's another one of my show.
Why am I
Funny
not
with it.
projected?
For the aliens?
Whatever.
Yeah.
You guys.
Where were
You're
you?
in the middle. We got
You're
the.
right. Oh, okay.
We got the outside.
Oh, good. I have the big strong men to
Yeah.
protect me. Perfect.
Yes. Yes. So strong.
All right. I
Hey, what's up,
understand.
everyone watching?
So.
Hey, out there in TV land. No, I'm just-
I mean, there's no cameras here. We're
No.
just we're just chilling casually.
Yep. In a
That's
bar.
true.
Just over by the darts.
randomly talking.
So
love
the
it.
first out of 3 albums is December 12th. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 12/12.
12/12.
Yeah.
Nice.
So first one, it's gonna be. Yeah, actually, I released it already, and then I pulled it offline.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Like I released it.
How did I miss it?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I released it in April and had like all these songs on it, and I was doing live streaming and stuff, and it was starting to like people were starting to download it, and I was like listening to it in the car, and I was like, oh.
You're never going to be
It's
happy
not
with
time.
your work. Like most musicians aren't.
Well, see,
always think you can do it better.
I'm different because I'm weird. Like there would be times when I watch a video or I listen to a song and I'm like, perfect. Like
Oh,
I don't have
man,
to touch
alright.
it, and then it even
Nice.
sucks at the end. But like I'm putting it out. It's perfect. You know what I mean?
All right.
And then there's times when I'm listening to something and everyone's like, it's good, and I'm like, no, like I need that 1%. That 1% has to go, or this has to be fixed. That, hey, I heard this comment, like this person's just right. I listen to my all haters and stuff because
Okay.
a lot of times
Hey, that's really cool, actually. I like that.
well, you can't internalize it. You just have to see
Right.
it as like, this is their interpretation. This is their interpretation.
Right. You have to
And
take
if-
it to a productive level.
And I feel like I'm pretty like, you know, I'd like to meet people in the middle of the road. So like I'll read things and I'll be like, oh, is that messed up? And I listen to it and I'm like, "Pff, yeah, it is.
Okay.
Fix it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like I had a problem with like my masters. Like my masters were jacked up. They were like too loud. And like I was putting it on SoundCloud and it was like kind of blowing up a little bit. And I was getting a couple comments from like producers like, oh, you should. So I was like, screw it. Like I'll tweak it. You know what I mean? And then it just turned out perfect. So like,
Yeah.
that
well-
just happens, you know, whenever you get anxious and you put some stuff out. I guess I didn't have that track record of like fail, get a little better. I kind of had the stage set a little bit for
Okay.
me, so it
Nice.
had to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I liked the idea of pulling it offline and releasing it again better.
That's
Okay,
cool.
that's
you,
good.
you have to be humble with whatever you do too, like, and I like that.
Yeah,
Like you
thank
have to
you.
listen to people and, like, personally for me, like I said, my passion has been roller derby now,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like people will be like, oh, dude, you're so good at roller derby, blah blah, and I try to stay humble. I'm like, no, and I try to listen to everybody, even people that are new to skating.
Mm-hmm.
I try to listen like to their critiques or what their problems are, or see and just learn from, like, maybe they have a new style, or maybe
Right,
they
right,
can bring
right.
something to the table, and it doesn't even, like, fresh eyes can really help too. And
Totally.
you can't be so like egotistical to think like you're the best ever, and because if you do, then I mean you're never gonna improve. Like there's some people I know that just think, oh dude, I'm the best, and then I'm like, you don't get any better.
Yeah.
you,
All right,
you're,
don't
you're
evolve.
not
Hold on.
critiquing yourself.
That was a private
Don't
conversation we had. Private conversation. All right.
You should see this guy on roller skates. It's great.
Well, that's because earlier I was like, you are the best, dude. You are the best.
See, he gets it.
Wow.
You're special.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hey, now I can protect
Demon's
myself.
handing out
All
guns
right,
for us.
fantastic.
Oh, sorry, Adam.
But the thing about critiques, though, I feel like, especially with the internet age, you have to be able to distinguish between people that are just
Oh, trolls? Yeah, that's true.
which is now a new definition in the Webster Dictionary. It got added as a person that just wants to mess with you.
Haters gonna
Good,
hate.
because that's what you are.
Yeah, fucking trolls, all of you.
That's what you are, you long-haired
Thanks for watching, by the way, trolls.
Long-haired troll.
Troll.
No,
That's the international troll
But
symbol.
as far as the comments that you get and stuff, are you able to find like, oh, that person's just being a dick and this person's being constructive?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Okay. So
Well, because
easy
it's
to
all in
tell?
the comment. I feel like it's so transparent for me. Like when I see these trolly comments, like it's so obvious to me when someone's like, ugh. And then when someone's like, oh, I wanted that to be good and I hate it. Well, why?
Right.
You know what I
If they're
mean?
not going
Like-
to give any critique of any kind, they're
Oh,
just going
yeah.
to like say some bullshit. That's one
Well,
thing.
don't get me wrong. I'm not like taking notes on Twitter. Like,
Okay.
this is my next album. It's got to sound like this because @123 said, you know, oh man, I disappointed. Like, I don't. That's not how I work at all. But
Well, you
when
have
it-
your own style too that you have to like adhere to and not compromise that for somebody
Right.
else's style
You
or
gotta
what they
be-
want it to be.
And you got to surprise people. You got to know that you're going to piss people off when you do something different.
I'm surprised
and
by you.
unique.
Yeah.
Just in general. But
So I was going to say something about that.
oh, I put it right.
No, you're perfect.
Ah, man.
No, you're perfect. I
shit.
forget. It must not
There
have
goes
been
my
that
ego.
good.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, the trolls.
So I thought I was talking to myself. I thought I heard myself talking to myself. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No,
Trolls.
but let's talk about the album. The one coming out on 12/12.
Yeah.
What's the style of music? Because I've heard some of the stuff that you have online. It kind of does vary as far as the style. It's
pop.
which is great. It's pop.
I call it pop.
Okay.
Because to me, it's like almost like every album I try to make it a little bit like Thriller, a little
Okay.
bit like Born in the USA,
Okay.
a little bit like Stuff You Never Heard,
All right.
a little bit like Madonna. Like I like to use. I really.
Wow. I would love to hear that song.
I like to use.
right. Just
You know,
the
like
description there.
I like big blockbuster stuff. You know, so that's what I go for. That's why I call it pop.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that it's like sounds like anything that's on the radio. It
Yeah,
just
'cause-
means that it has that universal.
It's not
feel.
fair that pop has gotten a bad rap because when I hear pop music, first thing that comes to my head is NSYNC. And because
See, that's where I shouldn't even say that because
I no, but that's wrong. That thinking is wrong.
well, I love NSYNC. I love Backstreet Boys. Honestly,
yeah.
the songs are great. And actually, my songs do sound like those songs, so I do sound like NSYNC.
I saw NSYNC twice.
It sounds just like
Yeah.
NSYNC.
There you go. It sounds like just like
Sounds just like
Just
NSYNC.
NSYNC, fantastic.
You've seen them twice. You basically seen my show.
You're right.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I saw them. I saw 1.5 times. It was a Wango Tango. I mean, they performed a
One
song.
and a half times.
It wasn't their concept. They were there.
I like that he's not a
excited.
one-upper. I saw them twice. He saw them 1.5 times. Like, you're the opposite of a one-upper. I love it.
I have seen the videos up to.
1,000 YouTube views do not count as
Yeah, that's
one
what-
full concert.
Pretty sure that's the ratio of exchange.
It might be. That sounds like a good ratio, actually.
So yeah, pop. I think everybody in the world should be trying to make pop music because
Well,
it's
here's
popular.
what they did,
That's what
and
it
they're
means.
on my album. That's what's so dope.
Wow, NSYNC was on your album.
Because it features different languages. That's what's sick about it. See,
Okay.
it's not just a pop album. When I went to do it, see, this is why it took so long, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these songs that I wrote, because I write and I sing and I record it, and then I listen to it,
that's
and then
cool.
I'm like, what do I want to do to it? Do I want to get another singer to sing the chorus? I kind of like feel like I do it like a singer-songwriter, and then I make it like my own album, but then I turn into like Kanye style in the studio where I'm like, all right, let's get all these voices and mix it up and change it up and redo it.
Nice.
So at the end of the day, I was like, on each track, I want to feature a different person from a different country. So
wow.
it's like, I
Very
got
cool.
real close to that. So I do like Los Angeles, I feature Indonesia, East Java, Indonesia. My first single, the kid's from East Java, Indonesia, and I never met him. And he sings on the first single.
Nice.
And then Sabrina from Sweden
Yeah.
on the third single. And then we got Casablanca is on the album. And that's Lex Herrera from Mexico City.
Okay.
And the song's in Spanish, half English.
Nice.
So it's like
Also like a Justin Bieber.
see,
Don't talk shit about that song. It's
Well-
an amazing song. I happen
that's
to
a
know all of
dope
the
song.
words.
And when I was working on this project, that song came out.
Yeah?
And I was like, set the stage. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like
And
everyone's gonna be
shit.
in
I
that
heard
vibe.
Your tones. I heard your tone, Jen. I know your tones.
Whatever.
By the way, the whole way home,
I'm
that's
good
what we're
with
listening
tone.
to. On repeat.
Adam, I hate to do this. I have to use the restroom.
No, that's fine.
We're live.
Yeah, no, go. Turn the mic off.
Guys, pause your VCRs. Hit play on the tape.
That's fine. So you have different artists from different backgrounds coming in. Yes, good over.
What'd you say?
Finally. I thought she'd never leave.
I'm from Pennsylvania. What you guys doing down here? That's how we talk. That's how we
right?
talk. That's true. It's the truth.
I was in Pennsylvania once for it was some training I did over in Ben Salem, I think is what it's called.
Oh, what you guys doing down there?
I did some training. I had a couple bars. I had a
That's what's
chicken
up.
cheesesteak.
Chicken cheesesteak. Yeah, that's what you gotta have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that's
Yeah.
better than the actual Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, I change it up sometimes with,
Yeah?
with the Philly cheesesteak, different meat.
Okay.
Yeah. We just did that. I just made that at the house.
Is that right?
Yeah. Chicken
Oh,
cheesesteak, actually.
nice.
Right? Yeah, just did that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So I'm coming over tomorrow.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Are you bilingual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I speak Spanish.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Chicken cheese what?
Oh.
Go to Kansas Gyro.
Yeah.
Chicken cheese gyro. It's kind of like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. Maestro here's food and he pops in. Look at that.
This is the best bar ever.
Right? Love this bar.
I love it. They didn't even card me.
Right.
I was insulted.
The guy that patted you down, he doesn't even work here. I apologize.
Who was he?
Sometimes he stands outside. He happens to be wearing a black shirt. I've been to warn you
love it.
beforehand, but I thought it might be fun.
No, that was good footage. It was good footage.
Okay.
You guys got that, right? No, you
Oh
don't
yeah.
film it.
No, we have a CCTV all around here.
It's good. It's good. That's good.
Right. So
love it.
a lot of popular music, the pop music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's eclectic mix of music. Like I like it because I have OCD with music. If I can't listen to all the songs, if I can't listen to it the whole way through,
Okay.
it's like not good to me. So my music is it's almost kind of like Snapchat status. It's like boom, boom, boom. Like this part's in Spanish, this part's in English,
Okay.
guitar solo, drop. It's like,
all right.
it's just blockbuster. You have to listen to it.
I'm very curious.
Planet X, spelled EX.
Planet EX.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I know you'll listen to it. I'm gonna
Oh,
give
yeah.
you a free copy,
Oh, fantastic.
but you have to listen to it.
Yeah, all of you. All you do not host the podcast or
All you
live video
not
podcast,
hosts.
then you gotta buy it. But
Yeah, you gotta buy it.
you gotta support your music. Support local music. Hey, welcome
Or
back.
you can
Hey.
stream
Get
it.
your mic on there.
I do.
Fantastic.
Thank
It
you.
was off, right? When you went on?
That's really embarrassing. It wasn't.
Oh, yes.
No, we're good. We're good.
It's amazing.
So you said you had 3 albums you're putting out. So the first, are they all the same kind of style of music, or do they vary from version to version?
I don't know. You guys
Oh,
subscribe.
I like that.
That's your cliffhanger? Is that your version of a cliffhanger for the Netflix type of thing?
I will say that.
What is the Upside Down? Turns out we know what it is.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that there
Such a
will
good
be
show.
no gap. There will be no gap between albums. It's a weird stopping.
Okay.
And it will not repeat itself either. So. But,
All right.
But it'll be really consistent.
Oh well, God damn it.
That was too epic.
No,
I think,
it was vague, but it's the kind of vague that kind of
It
makes
was
me
like a Dos
interested.
Equis
It's
commercial.
like if I was a chick at a bar, like, "Ooh, that guy's mysterious. I'm gonna check out that guy's mysterious.
You channel yourself as a chick at a bar.
What? What was that?
Am
It's
I
okay.
mysterious? Am I mysterious?
Instead of asking,
Where's the green
instead of asking
screen?
my opinion on how it is to be a chick at the bar, you just channeled it. I love it.
Speaking of it, I saw this great thing. My sister sent me this.
How mysterious am I?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh mind blown. He just disappeared. Oh.
So mysterious.
All you need to see is the logo of my clothing company. That's it.
Oh, there we go. Product placement. I love it.
No, but I saw this great meme today. My sister sent me because she hates the Backstreet Boys.
What?
But
Is she a
But
millennial?
loves NSYNC or what?
She loves NSYNC. Yeah, she's team NSYNC.
Gotta be one or the other.
But she sent me a thing, like, every single day I think about this fact. The Backstreet Boys, one of the guys from the Backstreet Boys asks his pals, am I sexual? And they'll respond, yeah.
I saw that meme. I did. I'm on Facebook way too much these days.
You saw that? You saw that meme?
Yeah, I
great.
did.
I didn't see that one.
But
Well, you're not on Facebook enough.
they are sexual.
I thought I was on.
Am I sexual?
Yeah. Am I original?
That's right.
I didn't even get it at first. I was like, oh, okay. Now that you're perfectly singing the melody,
Right.
I understand.
I was good
Am
like
I
that.
everything you need? You better rock your body. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Rock it. We're not recording this, right?
Oh man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just realized what I was doing.
Well, what I was doing was questioning your heterosexuality.
Well,
right now.
good on you. And well done.
There's just so many clues sometimes.
Right, no, I understand.
All right.
Yeah, why'd you bring that up?
Right. Gaydar.
I don't know what happened. I just blacked out.
You blacked out.
Blacked out, I'm back now?
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm back again.
That's good. We're back. We're back.
All right.
I feel like we're like the morning show with Kelly and Hoda.
Oh, we're bringing a whole another kind of quality I see to the podcast.
Yes, waka waka.
I like it. I like it. So what's on the horizon for you?
Rat Pack, we're gonna start doing some. I think we're actually gonna start doing some musical things.
Start that nation?
Yeah, we're gonna start Rat Pack Nation. Yeah, we're gonna start trying to put on maybe some shows here at Drum Box. We'll see how that works out.
Okay.
Nice.
Roller derby show.
We'll
He's going to be an announcer at my
right,
roller derby
that's right.
bout.
yeah,
Dude,
That's on the horizon for him tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm in the business of installing mobile live stream studios.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
It's called an iPhone. Would you like me to live stream your events for 10 grand?
iPhone plus selfie stick equals portable studio.
Portable studio.
No, but weirdly enough, though, Drone Box does do portable studio stuff now. They've created the
Nice.
Drone Box that you can take with you to
Yeah.
do live streaming.
That's so dope.
Fucking amazing.
Bring it with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
No,
No.
I can't do that. No.
That'd be so
Not
cool.
during a bunch of roller derby. Everything's in the splash
Just
zone.
because that one chick took out the whole audio system. Nah, no, I
Oh
can't.
shit, what?
No, I had this perfect setup. I tested it out, everything. Like, we sounded beautiful. I'd gotten all this equipment for free from like my work. Set it up. I'm like, okay, guys, it sounds great. We have some extra time. I'm gonna go get pizza and a beer before the game.
As one does.
Not that I ever drink before I go on roller skates.
No.
But of course,
You gotta
right.
prep
Beer
sometimes. You
before
gotta
the
prep.
start.
I was just prepping a little
Sometimes
bit.
you gotta prep.
That's
I was
awesome.
totally prepping.
That's awesome.
And I come back, and one of my teammates had rolled over the cords to the whole sound system, taken it out, and that was pretty devastating. We still haven't gotten as good of a system back, like, because we're on a budget. But I don't have to deal with that
I
tomorrow.
got you.
Damn.
I got to set up.
So why he doesn't want to bring the portable drone box? I totally understand why you don't want to bring that portable drone box. I get it.
Yeah. But other times, one of the skaters
Yeah,
went
I
into
see.
the monster cooler and knocked the monsters all over the place.
Yeah, we did.
One ran into my my mom's husband's dog. A Doberman just knocked right into it.
That's
and
right.
He's just like, ugh. He's very well trained, so he didn't like maul anybody.
That's right.
But I was scared.
That
I
was
would
the
be
same
scared.
game that you're talking about.
It was the same game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It was
Okay,
good.
so one game just really traumatized
It was
him
a
for
crazy
life
game.
here.
It was a very crazy game.
It was a crazy game.
Once.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fool me once, exactly.
Now he has to be in some sort of ivory tower to announce for us. I don't understand.
I didn't request Ivory
love it.
specifically, but the fact that it's going to be part of it, I appreciate.
No problem. Anything for our delicate announcer.
Yeah. No, but what's on
These
your
girls
horizon?
can take a hit, but
Yeah.
our announcer
My
can't.
horizon. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nah, just hanging out, just
Nothing
dropping
really.
3 albums, no big
Just
deal.
chilling.
Yeah.
Learning about roller derby and stuff. Really,
There you
it's,
go. It's
a lot
I'm
of fun,
learning
man.
that it's a lot like hockey, which I love.
It's full contact. Well, this version of roller derby is there's no rules, so it's kind of it's like the XFL version of the NFL where they just fucking
Well,
whack
okay,
each
so
other.
I don't understand. Okay, so you race, right?
It's basically a race.
So it's like a car race where you're next to each other and you have to race, but you can hit each other, knock each other over.
Sure, but there's only 2 people racing, and the
Okay.
other girls are, there's half of the girls that are trying to block you and half the girls that are trying to get you through.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV.
So you have to plow through all these girls and come back around and score points.
Like a front line.
Yeah, so if it was a NASCAR, think of all the cars that are there,
crazy.
only 2 of them are able to score points. The rest are just trying to fuck everybody
The
else
rest
over.
are lined up in a line.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I know you can't get past me. Oh, where's your turn signal, bitch?
That sounds so much better.
Where's your turn signal?
So much
That's
better.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very entertaining.
I like it.
Yeah.
It is pretty entertaining. We'll see how he does it as an announcer.
Yeah.
We'll see how entertaining he is.
Dude, you'll kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, even if he does horrible, there's still girls on roller skates and fishnets skating, so nobody's gonna really care. You have to remember that.
Meaning they're not going to be
Well,
listening.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So my job is pretty much meaningless, is what you're telling me. This.
It's just good
Fantastic.
practice for you
Jesus.
for other things in life.
Well, I'm used to that part of it.
There you go. Oh, poor Adam.
Cheers.
But
Glenn
yeah.
Glenn
Anyway.
Levitt.
So, Akira,
Yes.
you are on social media. You have you have the Akkira Nation.
true.
AkkiraWorld.com, by the way.
Right.
I found
That's
that
right.
out.
What is that?
That was also upsetting. So you have a nation and you have a world. Where do you have all the things?
It kind of confuses
I have
me.
none of these. I have Rat Pack Productions, Rat Pack
so
World.
old
You're about to
school.
produce a nation which will grow to a
Yeah.
world, dude.
Nah,
you got to start somewhere. That's
someone-
what I'm talking about. It takes a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I wrote this album like 45 years ago. It feels like.
It's amazing. You look
I'm just
great for your
kidding.
age, man.
No. Thanks. I wish. I wish I was 45 and looked like this.
I feel like a lot of artists, they create their music and then by the time it comes out, they're so sick of it and so old to them or anybody around them.
What'd you say?
Like,
I
was-
Like,
it's hard of
it's
hearing.
okay.
No,
It was a lot
he
of-
is 45.
right,
I was like, so
with
like.
the hearing of a
what?
9-year-old.
I was contemplating if I should have said that or not. I was like,
I'm just saying, like a lot of musicians, they make their music, and then by the time it comes out, or I'm sorry, by the time it
yeah,
drops,
Yeah.
they're already kind of sick of it, or it's been like so old for them.
That happens, yeah. I feel like that's why you got to get on that grind of constantly releasing it. I think it's, and plus nowadays, I don't know if it's as much about. I think that maybe like Madonna and Michael Jackson had these pivotal albums just because of the day and age that they were released in. You remember looking at that album. You remember like the
Yeah.
MTV drop of Thriller. Like there's these things that were like really special about that time.
Sure.
Just the same way you might see some kid on Snapchat over and over and over in a song after a song after a song, and then all of a sudden it starts getting better and better. And I think the journey that we never saw is what people want, and that's what I want to give. So that's kind of
Okay.
like when my first music video drops. It's a really dope video. I'm really proud of it. It features shots from Indonesia and from LA, and it features Brian, the singer, and me in our respective cities.
Right.
Which is really cool because we never
Interesting.
met, but we got
That's
footage,
amazing.
and then we made a music video out of it, and it ties everything kind of in with how it's gonna work. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
People do like that background story too to everything now, because I think like reality
Right.
TV.
Oh, yes.
You know, it's really like made us addicted to like knowing
The real.
more about what's going on
Yeah.
or what's
Yeah.
real. I mean, per se.
Yeah.
And if you do give the journey and everything, people do feel more attached. Like we're saying with like
Right.
characters from shows and stuff. And
Yeah.
if you're just constantly showing us the background story, then I think
Fake is
that's
just
great.
boring, you know. Like fake is so boring. I think to watch and to be.
Yeah.
and
Right.
to
Well,
all
now we don't
that,
even know what
you
fake
know?
is. So when we see something that's very legit, very real, I think that has a bigger impact because we know everything can be photoshopped, everything can be
Yeah.
produced on a stage, and then when somebody does have their shitty iPhone
Yeah.
just recording themselves, it's like, well, we know that's legit. It's so
It's
crappy
real, yeah.
that it's real.
Yeah,
Would
love
you
it, yeah.
would you believe that there are assholes out there that are recording things like on a green screen and
That's
making you
so
try to
ridiculous.
believe that they're in a different location than
What's
they
a
actually
green
believe? It's kind of like
Like
a
a
screen,
green
it's mostly
screen?
green. It's some paint.
Like
I heard
small-
like newscast people, like weather people.
Oh, that's a blue screen.
Oh, that's a
That's
blue
fine.
screen.
Is that a blue screen?
No,
really?
it used to be. But back in the day, it used to be a blue screen until
Why?
they started realizing, oh, people wear blue often.
Yeah. Every anchor wears a blue screen.
Yeah, it's a blue tie. Like, oh shit,
Okay.
the middle of his body is disappearing. All right, let's make it a green screen. Let's chroma key out the green screen. Instead of blue. It's fine.
It's weird, like, what other color does like no one wear or whatever? I don't
Oh, a
even know.
bright,
Yellow?
a bright lime green. Turns out.
Bright
well,
lime.
Because I own like a lot of lime green, and every time I do a green screen thing, my friends are like, "Don't wear like
Yeah.
that shirt and that shirt and that hat."
I feel like we have Kanye to blame for that. I feel like he brought in all the crazy bright colors back.
You
again.
think so?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Through his videos and stuff.
Kanye?
Kanye.
He's very loud.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
He's very angry.
Yes.
I'm like that, but quietly. I don't like to be. I'm serious. I'm the
Quietly
same.
loud?
You're quietly loud.
I'm punching paparazzi on the inside.
All right.
There's no paparazzi, by the way, but like thinking about it like Kanye, like I'm that same energy, but I don't like vocalize any of that. I don't know why. I don't
it's
like
for
to
the best,
do
I
that.
think.
I like music has always been my voice for everything. I think that's why I have to like get it right.
Okay. No, that's
Okay.
good. That's good. Well, one last thing I want to ask you before we get out of here. How do you find all of these different people that are featured in your songs? Is it, you said all over the world?
Craigslist.
Correct?
That's how I found my last girlfriend.
Is there-
How crazy is that?
Dude, it's life changing, right?
Right, it is.
Dude, don't ever stop posting on Craigslist.
Dude.
Is there a Craigslist in Indonesia? Is that?
Oh, okay. So that. Well, okay. Yeah, it's called something way different.
Yeah. I can't do the Indian accent.
Actually,
I was trying to think of an Indonesian name
I know,
and
me
a
too.
list, and I
Me too. I
can't.
can't. I got nothing.
East Java. Brian's from East Java, Indonesia. No, I found him
Brian's
on
So Brian's list.
Brian's list. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It could be. It could be Brian's list. With all the money he's gonna make off Crush, he
Throw it
can
right
start his
there.
own.
Yeah, so how do you find these people?
Huh?
How do you
Where?
find these people?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Craigslist, literally.
Shit.
Brian I found on Instagram.
Okay.
That was random. Not even under like the Indonesia hashtag. It was just some random hashtag. But I was searching. I was like, okay, gotta find a singer. So like, and then his video popped up. He was singing in his language, "Happy Birthday," happy birthday, or whatever. He was singing that, and it was like the best thing I ever heard.
Oh,
So you have to
interesting.
go deep internet, like
Oh yeah, you gotta search.
Oh yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
search.
It's not things that are in
and
your
dig.
Facebook feed are just like, oh, let me check on this.
I don't-
Hey, amazing.
Well,
No.
I like to challenge myself, so I have tons of musician friends, but like they're not really on the album. Like,
Okay.
because this is kind of this is like a real personal. It's a solo album for sure, but it's not just a solo album. It's like definitely straight from me. So I wanted to challenge myself and connect with like people. I speak like not super fluently, but I speak like 2 or 3 languages.
Really?
Well, including English. But so 2. But otherwise.
Oh, well, in that
I
case, it's not
speak
impressive
German
at all.
really well. I speak some Spanish, and then I know like barely some French. But then I had to speak like a little bit of Indonesian to Brian at the time, which I forget at this point. But like I like to learn like random stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I was talking to an artist from Iran, like a singer.
Okay.
That was from Iran. That was like gonna appear on a song, and we had to like speak and like translate and
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
So that was just part of the process. That was part of the challenge. I just wanted it to be really hard. Yeah. And I wanted that to be the story. I wanted to be like, yo, we're breaking down the borders, and we're saying screw any kind of like boundaries. And I want to put out an album in America that features people that are like from nowhere, like from somewhere you don't know, and they don't have a huge following.
That's
and
cool.
I'm like exposing it and showing like real talent.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like almost BS that we have like in America. It seems like we're all divided or whatever. Because I'm like, dude, you can go in your own backyard and find somebody from Indonesia probably
It's like
that
right.
has some sort of talent.
I know.
But I mean, here you are going to like that actual country to find that person that's still there. But
True.
honestly, like I've met so many people from so many different countries just
In LA.
living here. Yes, living in LA, living
Yeah.
here, like
Yeah.
living in Orange County even. Even
Yeah.
though people want to say it's like super white or whatever, it's like most of my friends are Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic or
Right.
like Armenian and Asian and
Yeah.
all that. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
go to Irvine. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ask you to find a white person because that is ridiculous.
It's
Like,
it's
a
also
lot
a
of
crapshoot.
spots.
It almost
Yeah.
depends on what street you go to in these different
Yeah,
places. They're just
exactly.
like, oh, this is all Asian. This is now Hispanic
and
suddenly.
yeah.
And now this is all
and the
now
media
white
wants
people.
to say we're so divided in America. I'm like, well, Not really. I mean,
We're not a good example, though.
It's true.
This whole LA Orange County area, we're not a good example of the rest of the world.
Well, that's the thing is
Because
like,
everybody flocks here.
we're focused on America and I don't want to say, I'm going to say the division that's happening within it. Like, we're really focused on that, but America is freaking huge. If you look at, I'm sure this is even, you're probably going to finish my sentence, but it's like, look at Europe. Look at how they're.
you're just going to, like, you're trying.
You're like
right?
Austria, Europe.
Yeah.
If you look at, I mean, look how we just founded our country. We sliced it up. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't fight. We took it when we came here. Sliced it up. There's some people over here. There's some people over there. West Coast, East Coast are like totally different. I don't know if you knew that.
What?
I mean,
I feel
it's
like more
not-
different from people on the East Coast than like anything else. I don't even think it's like a whole like I'm different from like Mexicans. I'm different from East Coast people for sure.
It's West Coast
It's
and
just
then
different.
East Coast, right?
That's a really hard transition to do. Like,
West, East. Oh wait, is it? I don't know.
Or
the symbols.
Akkira Nation.
Akkira Nation. By the way, I was talking about this earlier. I fucking love your logo, man.
Thank you.
I really like your logo.
That one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
It's simple, but it's effective.
Thank you.
And I mean, I do graphics for a living.
Oh, cool.
And it
means
was
a
just
lot.
like, look at that. Look at that. That's how it should be done. I see so many goddamn logos that are very infuriating.
Just like a lot to it.
Yeah, too much. They're trying to get too much in there.
Yeah.
No. Elegant, perfect, simple.
Thank you so much.
I like it.
I really appreciate
something
that.
that's just easy to like remember and it flashes to you. That's the greatest logo.
Yeah, plus also it's easy to put on anything.
Oh well, that does help. I'm sure.
It helps a lot.
I see it on a pocket tee a lot in my life. Like, I see it being right there.
Perfect.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he'll have his little
Later in
pocket
life.
protector, I'm sure.
Yeah. I have my polo. It'll be baby blue with a little yellow Akkira symbol on it.
All right. Well, I know a
20
guy
years
that
from
makes
now.
shirts now, so
There
Huh?
you go.
we'll talk.
Do you ever wear a blue polo shirt? You sweat so bad.
No, I try to
It's
wear
like-
dark colors because
Tell
of
me
the,
about it. No,
it's
I'm kidding.
horrible.
It's
Yeah, I
not
try to wear darker colors because I or darker colors because I do sweat a lot and I'm familiar
do?
with how it looks.
When I was in high school, that was my thing. When I turned like 15, 16, that was fun. When I was like 15, when I was
I like
like,
how you had to acknowledge it
so
real quick.
I did. I heard it.
No funny, but here.
My brain is so quick. I had
It's
to.
very sad.
When I was in high school, that was my thing. Was I sweat too much? So I would have to like. I'd show up in like a white T-shirt because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be sweating my ass off today. So I just show up in a white T-shirt and like I can't do it. So I'd have to like change the shirt. I'd bring like 3 shirts to school.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, I get
Horrible, disgusting. I was walking around with long hair and a jean jacket.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I became very
And it
familiar
wasn't
with
the 80s at all. It wasn't even close to the 80s. It wasn't the 90s either. This was in 2000
Just some
plus.
random millennial looking like they're from the 80s.
Dude, what the
I like
hell?
it.
No, I became
It's
very
unique.
very
It's
close.
so cool now, but back a couple of years ago, it wasn't.
Yeah. No, I became very close with sweaters for that reason. Just because I sweat through my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Sweaters.
So then you end up wearing sweaters,
Yeah.
right? Because you sweat so much, and you're like, the only way to cover is wear a black wool sweater
Yeah,
every day.
you can't tell what's happening
It's
underneath
It
this.
sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's
Well, I'm not that way anymore. Obviously,
Okay.
I've gotten these things corrected.
I've seen you
plugged up.
sport a grandpa sweater. Now every time I see it, I'm gonna be like, "You're just a sweaty bitch."
Well, you're
That's
not
fine.
wrong. But, all right, I think we gotta get out of here. But Akkira, thank you so much for hanging out.
Dude, thanks for
It was a
chilling.
real pleasure.
Thanks for inviting me.
I'm looking forward to hearing your album quite a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
I'd love to
Please-
send it to you guys.
Yes.
Please send it to me or send it to Adam. He'll send it to me. It doesn't matter.
that'd be great.
I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
and we may have some
Yeah,
musical
cool.
things
There's so
happening
much
in the works.
media out there that I'll
Yeah.
find you. I'll find you.
I hope so.
Yeah, Akkira Nation.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
how do
a
you get
hash-
this nation? How do you get this whole
Is it a
name?
hashtag? If it's a hashtag, I'm on
It
it.
is a hashtag.
There
You're
we
damn
go.
right, it's a hashtag.
There we go.
Well,
got it. On
I
it.
wish you the best tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's gonna be
I
dope.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
You should probably wish him luck.
Especially, I was gonna say, especially if you're hosting.
I got this.
Yeah. No,
awesome.
He's a little new, so.
No, she's
Okay.
she's amazing. Don't let her
Okay.
fool you. She's amazing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
We better see footage.
Oh, yes.
Facebook.
Ooh.
got it.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, if you want to come, or if any of you out there want to come tomorrow, it's at Cypress Park. It's called Arnold Park.
Arnold Cypress Park.
It's in Cypress. It's 8611 Watson Street.
Oh.
At 1 o'clock or 1:30.
1:30.
1:30.
Yeah.
1:30. I made the pamphlets. Please check them out. He made the T-shirts. It's just awesome. We're all coming together to make this
Sweet.
happen for Puerto Rico and Mexico. That's where all the
Yes, it's the disaster relief. That's what all the funds are going to.
That's where all the funds are going to. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
There
I
you
know
go.
that was like
no, that's
cheap
fine.
to
No, it's a
do,
great plug.
but-
By the way, if you're
Yeah.
listening to this podcast later or watching the video later, it was a great show, great bout. It was a good time. Everybody enjoyed themselves. If you're watching live now, come tomorrow. If you're watching later, then you miss it, and what the fuck?
Right. You missed his announcing, you missed my bouting.
Now it's really awkward. You watched the whole thing. Now we're acknowledging you.
Oh, there are the cameras here. It turns out. That's whoa. No, but also important to check out December 12th. The album gets dropped. The first album.
Yeah.
Out of 3.
December 12th. Okay.
December 12th, the first of 3 albums, Planet X from Akkira, hits the world.
Great.
And we can just go to your website to get that, or?
You can just, at that point, you should be able to just Google Akkira Planet X and it will be
Wow.
Spotify, iTunes, everything.
Nice.
Okay.
YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
Got it.
But definitely on the website, it'll be right
Can
there.
you spell Akkira for me? Just.
AKKIRA.
2 Ks. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you try to type it in, it might be like, did you mean 1K? No. Fuck you. I meant 2 Ks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell Google.
Well, I'm new, so Google doesn't know me yet.
All right. No,
They will December 12th though,
oh,
right?
yes.
I hope so.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks
Thank you
for
guys.
hanging out.
Thank you so
appreciate
much for having me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you go to our website, ratpackpodcast.com or ratpack.productions. It's both the same thing. Go to our website to send us emails, Twitter, Instagram. It's all there, Ratpack Podcast Productions. You'll figure it out. They'll be down here also, all the links and things. And also check out Akkira. And until next time, I'm Adam.
I'm Jen.
I'm Akkira.
There we go.
Thank you. Cheers, everybody.
Hey.
Cheers.
Yes. One final toast before last song.
Where is this bartender? She needs to clear this up.
I don't know why she's been giving you these anyways. Haven't you been asking for just shots?
I have.
I heard that. I heard shots only, and then you get cider. This is an outrage.
It is an outrage, but
crazy.
they probably know I can only handle so much.
Let's get some Jaeger bombs.
Oh, yes. Give me Jaeger bumps.
That'll be Blackout Nation.
Only if you're 21 and over. Blackout Nation. Yeah, that's cool.